When it comes to inspecting fall protection equipment, there are a lot of different aspects to it. Ultimately, you should always follow the manufacturer's recommendations or instructions on the frequency and what you're looking for that makes it a pass or a fail. General practice is that at minimum, according to the ANSI standards, which most equipment in today's manufacturing world is made to, is at minimum an annual basis. More frequent inspections for the harsher environment are highly encouraged because the equipment is being used. Concrete guys or people that are working in a high chemical environment, things that will degrade the equipment faster in an environment that's a little more brutal to the equipment than say a general industry environment where they wear it occasionally.
Some of the things that come to mind are really making sure that we're getting that annual inspection done by somebody other than the person who's been using that fall protection equipment day in and day out. What we see a lot of times is the worker who's using it and picking it up and putting it on from the time it was brand new to the time that it starts to get old and worn, they're not noticing some of the changes that have occurred with that equipment. They're not noticing how it's starting to get worn here and there. It's getting a little discolored in this place or that place. We need that fresh set of eyes to come in and take a look at it and determine, is this overall starting to lose its integrity? Is the overall condition, while it may not have one specific burn or one specific cut, is the overall condition of this getting to be such that it needs to be taken out of service?
The easiest way to really bring inspections, other than frequency, down to its most simplistic element is if during the inspection the harness has been deployed or the equipment has been used in a fall, no ifs, ands, or buts, it should be immediately removed from service so that nobody can use it. One fall, that's all it's good for. And then of course consult the manufacturer whether or not they have a replacement program. The next would be if the equipment has become aged or has just been in our work environment for such a period of time that it is now either old or no longer viable. Webbing becomes brittle just over time, even if it's cared for in a cool, dry place, avoiding chemical attack and paints and solvents and UV exposure and critters and other things that can degrade the equipment. Most of the equipment that has metal components, that is metal is steel, even though it has corrosion-resistant finishes on it. So really the easiest way to define inspections is follow the manufacturer's instructions, but what we're looking for is anything that damages, hinders, or suspects its structural integrity or its functionality. If the snap hook doesn't close, the spring won't spring closed, there's signs of rust, not just a little surface rust, but actually corrosion, that now the metal is suspect. Because it's got a little rust on it doesn't mean oh my gosh, it's going to break right now, but it is no longer as strong as it needs to be when we talk about a dynamic load that is going to be applied should a worker actually fall. And there's no reason to ever sit there and go, well, I think I can save somebody's life is not an acceptable answer.